Hello, it's Ashley here from Paper&Twine. I wasn't going to come on today, but do you know, I'm feeling really meh. I'm dizzy. Every time I move, I'm dizzy. I'm just overcome by swathes of dizziness. And I've got a card to make, I've got jobs to do, and it's just like when you know you're up against it and you've got things to do, it's a nightmare. But I thought I'd come on and have a chat as a craft, and you never know, I might start to feel better. But I've got some things to show you as well. And I'm going to start, I've got a little pile down here. I'm going to start with, no, I'm not going to start with that. I'm going to start with this. I haven't even looked at this yet, and I bought this a couple of weeks ago in my local Smiths. It's got a bit bashed, which is a shame. And it's called In Her Studio. I've never seen it before. Spaces and Stories of Creative Women. And I thought that looks nice. I'm all skew if, I am sorry. And I've since discovered through flicking through it that it's an American magazine. So it's an import. It's $12.99. And it's produced from the same people that do Somerset Studio, Stampington and Company and all that. And I'm not going to go through all of it with you, but there are some absolutely gorgeous articles in here, all about creative women and where they work. And obviously there's lots of, well, not lots, there are some adverts in here for American companies, which I always like looking on their websites and seeing things. So that's lovely. Really looking forward to having a look at that. And then you may have seen in my last video that I had a little bit of a Tim Holtz haul. And one of the things that I wanted, I couldn't get from Budley Crafts. I really wanted this Stampers Anonymous festive collage, and I've got this from, oh, bear with, I've got this from Art from the Heart, which I have ordered from in the past, and it came quite promptly, and I wanted it primarily for this. I think this is absolutely stunning. Well, they all are, and I don't think they even have to be Christmas. I mean, obviously the holly and berries are a bit festive, aren't they? But the other foliage things could just be winter or autumn. I think this would be really nice for autumn. Or even if you did it in bright colours, spring or summer. So I was really pleased with that. And then I noticed that she was selling In Her Studio, the magazine, and there was a number of magazines. I used to buy this ever such a lot back in the day, and it seems to be more difficult to get hold of these days. Somerset Studio, this is the winter issue, so it takes you through from November through December and January 2023. It was $15.99, and I also wanted the, I think it was Somerset Studio holiday issue, holiday gifts, and I paid for it and put it in my basket, and then I got an email to say that it was out of stock, which I'm really upset about, and she's obviously refunded me, but I've got this, and $15.99 is a lot for a magazine, but this is more like a book. It's got 176 pages, and this company just produced the most beautiful little books of inspiration. You can get a subscription to this. Look at this, The Art of Candle Making. Previous issues and select digital downloads are also available. That's worth looking at, isn't it? Homemade Bath and Body, Willow and Sage. We get that in this country. Is that actually a British publication? I thought it was, Willow and Sage. But there are some amazing pieces of inspiration in here, and you get some free gifts. There's projects that you can make yourself. Look at this. Oh, if I ever have my own range of stamps and stencils and dies or whatever, this is the kind of vibe I want to go for. Look at all this. Look at it. And then you've got these free papers. They are glossy, which is a shame. I'd prefer it if they were matte, but they're quite thick. Look at this. I mean, I just love, in America, you seem to be able to get all of the lovely little findings and charms and ephemera. That's like a little fish hook on there, isn't it? Look at this. Those are definitely Tim Holtz paper dolls. I've got those. But that's gorgeous. The little bike in front of them. And look at this. That's lovely, actually, with the different textures. Blue. And then you've got, this is obviously for something to build up little colours. Little pages that you can cut out. I mean, I love all of this monochrome. Oh, look at the cat there. Beautiful. I just love this. This is the kind of style I want to embody and get better at. Look at this. So these are papers and they're double-sided. So they'd be nice for making little boxes and things. I wonder if these are the new winter Tim Holtz dolls. I haven't really looked at mine properly. I was going to package them. Look, little gift bags. They're lovely. Absolutely lovely. Gift bags with a past. This reminds me of Anaglypta wallpaper. But yeah, when I'm feeling really dizzy, guys. I think it's going to be back to bed with me. Look, green windows. Oh, look, Woolly Steph would like that, wouldn't she? Look at all that green. If you hear Woolly Steph, leave a comment. Bless her, I know she's really busy. Yeah. Oh, look, little book of colours. I think that's what that might all be about. Yeah, so, yeah, I'm going to have a little read through that later on. So that was that. And then it was, let me just stand up, it was paper crafting on Thursday night. Let me just have a sip of my hot chocolate. I've got a hot chocolate in my festive mug because it's that time of year nearly. Now, where was it? I saw a Christmas tree. I can't think. Oh gosh, one teacher that I go into her classroom, she's got bloody Christmas, sorry, shouldn't swear. She's got Christmas decorations up already. She's got a, what do you call it? A terrarium kind of thing with a Komodo dragon in it. I think it's a Komodo dragon called Nola. I think it's Nola anyway. Yeah, and she's put tinsel around it. But yeah, we made this card at Paper Crafting, a double gatefold card, and it's got this inside. But, and I made a card a bit like this myself recently. It was just a single gatefold with a thing underneath. This has got a little pocket and a little easel on the back, and that kind of slots in there, which means that that stands proud like so, which is quite good, isn't it? You can't really see properly, but we used for this Julie Hickey's new release, which I will show you, and I've stamped in hickory smoke. And this should be hickory smoke here, but obviously my blending brush was dirty. I need to get some more blending brushes because I haven't got enough. And thank you to Jo Potts, Mrs. P's Not So Secret Diary. She gifted me, I think it was a set of 10 blending brushes, and I use them all the time. So thank you so much. But and I have washed them, but I do need more. Anyway, this is a Julie Hickey release. And I've used Tim Holtz watercolour crayons to colour this in Salvaged Patina, Villainous Potion, Shaded Lilac, Rustic Wilderness, Candied Apple. And I think that was it. Yeah. There we go. So I tried to blend. This is the watercolour pencils. Did I just say that? The Tim Holtz Distress ones. Oh my word. Not with it. But I quite like it. So I was trying to blend and draw out and get a watercolour-y vibe going on there. So obviously I had to have the new Julie Hickey release, and there are stamps and stencils. I did say to Hazel, I said I'm going to be on a no spend, I think I'm going to be on a no spend year in January, and she's, oh, she's got my new release coming out in January, aren't you going to buy it? So that might have to be the exception to the rule. Apart from white card, black card and glue, yeah, because you've got to support independent people, haven't you? Mind you, she doesn't get anything from the company for designing these stamps. She gets the joy, I think, of her name on the packaging and, you know, the design process. But she only earns money from the stuff she sells in her own shop. So if other people sell it, she doesn't earn anything from it. But this is the Julie Hickey latest release. And we've got the heartfelt flower with some sentiments. We used these flowers here. This is Birthday Blooms stamp set. A lot of hers are called Birthday Blooms, actually. We've got some nice sentiments on there. Then we used this, the Fancy Foliage. What does that say there? Today is the oldest you have ever been and the youngest you'll ever be again. That's that's encouraging, isn't it? And then this Scent with Love is nice, the envelope with the flowers coming out of it. And these are just so useful. I mean, I've got lots of these little dots, but these are just so useful for building up little backgrounds. And then these sentiments are really good. And then we use this stencil. And then this stencil is really useful. So that was that. Also, from there, I bought this. Oh God, I just went really dizzy then, sorry. Another Funky Fossil stencil. I don't remember seeing this on Sarah's website, but I want to do some Christmas cards, I think, using this with a little bit of the Snowfall Grip Paste through little bits of this, maybe not, I don't know. But yeah, I took the opportunity to grab that, and they're such good quality. And I got the latest Distress Oxide Lumberjack Plaid. And was there something else? Yes, there was one more thing. This was an impulse purchase. This Studio Light Essentials DIY Advent Calendar. So it's all die cuts. Oh gosh, you've got loads in here. So you've got your 24 pages for boxes. Got an extra one there. It hasn't got a number, so I think there's 25 boxes. And Hazel's advice was to build up all the boxes. I mean, look, they're just already pre-scored and die cuts. You just pop them out. Yeah, I should build up all your boxes and then decide how you want to decorate them. And she said there's loads left over, so you know, you could have little sentiments, the little tags are cute. So this was like the Scandi vibe one. I liked the colours of this, and then there was a more traditional one as well. I don't think that's too bad, $12.99. Do you? I think that's really good value. I don't think it's going to get done for this Christmas. It might do, we'll see, but might get done for next Christmas. Yeah. Cool. So that's that. Yesterday was Mr. Paper&Twine's birthday. We had a lovely afternoon and evening. And Harry cooked us dinner, which was lovely, and yeah, we just had a really nice evening. And I didn't have time to make a card. It's bad, isn't it? And so I saw this, and I got it because of this little cat. I thought it reminded me of Blue, and this is what Blue does to me when I'm lying in bed on my side like this. She comes and she lies on me, just like that. This is a brand called They Can Talk. Is he dead? We'd better walk on his face and find out. So that was a card from me. And then I saw this. Mr. Paper&Twine calls Blue the cat. The cat needs feeding. The cat. So I couldn't resist this. Happy birthday from the cat. To any American viewers, Ladybird books were produced by Woolworths. And as kids, we all had Ladybird books. You know, they were a classic thing. And it says, I've left a special present in the litter tray. So that was that. Anyway, we're going to get on and we're going to make a card now. Oh, no, before we do, I've had some happy mail. When did this arrive? Thursday, I think. And, oh, look at this sticker on the envelope. And I think I know who it's from because there is a little sticker on the back. Just cover up their postcode. is this little sticker on the back. So I think that this is from the lovely Linda Pierce, who is also known as Purple Nana. And all I've done is slip the top, so I don't know what's inside. But, oh, there's something. She sent me a little something. Right, yes. So she commented on my 50p ATC coin video, which was a disaster. And it was actually Linda that gave me the template for the 50p ATC coins. And I said I'd swap, or did she want to swap? And we look at this lovely little card. It's on watercolour paper, I think. Now, how have you done that, Linda? If you're watching, I would like to know how you've done that, because that is very beautiful. It's got a little bit of green splatter on it, which could be done with a paintbrush. And there's a little bit of green there as well. So I want to know how you've created that background. Is it on an acrylic block, smooshing? Could be something like squeezed lemonade and rustic wilderness and mowed lawn. Don't know. Or is it a gel print? It's got her little initials there and this lovely foliage. Really like that. It says, hi Ashley, saw a message on your YouTube that you would like to swap with me. I'll be doing post box drops, so I've popped the enclosed in for you. Hope they're okay. Best wishes, Linda. Well, let's have a look. I'm sure they are absolutely stunning. And look, we can see, oh, I've got an ATC as well as ATC coins. Oh, let's just, oh, that's, oh. So this is the first one, Flora. I love that name as a girl's name, actually, Flora. Is that an actual dried flower on there? I think it might be. A little bit of doily and beautiful layers. A little bit of faux stitching around the edge. And it just says on the back, made with love by Purple Nana 2022. I love her stamp. That's really fancy, isn't it? And then we've got this one, which is absolutely beautiful. And she's got an even border all the way around. Please tell me, Linda, how you create an even border all the way around, because you saw me struggle with mine. That's that. And then this gorgeous ATC. So these hearts look as if they've been die cut, I want to say. And it looks as if they've been embossed, but this is the debossed side. And we've got little bits, it looks like washi tape and gilding, little bits of gilding flakes on the top. That's lovely. And that's made by Purple Nana as well. That's lovely. Thank you so much, Linda. I need to get my act together and send you something. I'll try and get something in the post this week. I can see I've been wittering on for ages. I need to make a birthday card before I try and crack on with some of my magazine commissions. And it's for one of the maths teachers at school. She runs the Arts and Crafts Club, which I help out with on a Thursday after school. And another maths teacher also helps out. And she called me to one side last week and she said, it's Beth's birthday on Tuesday. I'm going to make a cake and bring it for club next week. And I'm going to get a card for the kids to sign. And me, like, oh, would you like to make a card? Oh, would you? So here I am now. I've got to make a card. And I'm going to use some stuff from Funky Fossil. Now, both of these ladies are cat lovers. So I've already stamped this cat. Let's put him back on here. I think it's a him. I've already stamped this cat and started to colour him in with some Distress Oxide. So I've used Spiced Marmalade because I think he's going to be a Ginger Tom. And I'm going to colour his nose in black. And I've just stamped this in black VersaFine and heat embossed in clear so that my colouring doesn't go outside the lines, as it were. Now, let's bring in my block. I think I'm going to do the eyes in Twisted Citron and I'm going to do the mouse in Weathered Wood. I don't think I have the Weathered Wood in the Distress. And I'm going to do pitch flamingo, I think, for the mouse's tail and nose. So we'll do that little bit first. Only need the tiniest little bit of ink, little drop of water, fine paintbrush, and I'm just going to dip the brush in the water and pick up some of the ink. Now I find when I'm doing really fine little bits like this, if I hold my fine brush close to, is it what's this bit called, the metal bit? If you hold really close to the bristle end, I find personally I've got a bit more control over my brush. There's the little mouse's pink nose, and I'm going to do this cat's cheeks in this pink. And if you don't know Funky Fossil Designs, I'll leave their YouTube linked down below, and I'll try and link to their shop as well. I won some of Sarah's, well, I won a voucher to spend on Sarah's shop when I won Card Maker of the Year last year. And I'd never heard of them before, but I really love all of the designs. And there's a range of dies, stencils and stamps and washi tapes and a small selection of papers. And she's got Zelinsky Art as one of her design crew who designs for her. And I love Zelinsky Art. She's really quirky. And I can't remember, it was Paper Artsy or Alan Create that she's previously designed for. So we're going to come in now with a little tiny bit of twisted citron for the cat's eyes. It might even be a little bit too much. Just a little bit of water. That's all I need. Just a little drop, just to help the paint move. Well, it's not paint, ink. And just come round the little eyes here. And I like using the Distress oxides because you can see I've used a water brush with the background of the cat, the body of the cat, and where the water is dried, you kind of get the texture, so it's not a flat image. There's his little eyes. So they pop. Should have smooshed that little bit of ink on something else. Just got this scraggy tissue. I'm drinking a lovely hot chocolate from the lovely Anne Bowman. She gifted me some for my birthday, and I think they've nearly all gone now. I think I might have 2 left out of the box of 12. As I say, I don't have the distress. I don't think I have the distress ink in the weathered wood, in the oxide rather. Oh, I can't get my words out. Right, so I'm using quite a lot of water just to make this quite a soft grey, and we'll get more of a watercolory effect with this because it's not oxide, it's just distress. Come round his ears carefully. Do you think they're friends, this little cat and mouse, or do you think the cat has caught the mouse and is playing with it cruelly? Let me know. And I chose spiced marmalade for this cat, because I thought he looked like a ginger Tom. But what colour would you have done him? So I'm just going to leave that aside a little bit, because I'm going to fussy cut him in a minute. That is all my painting done, so I can put that out of the way, and I can put that out of the way, and I can have a slurp of hot chocolate. But I'm feeling better talking to you guys. But I'm thinking, oh, this commission I've got to do. I'm going to show you something when I finish this card. Right, okay, let's come on to the main body of the card now, if I can find it. So, I've got a 15 centimetre square white card blank. And I've got a 12 centimetre square piece of white card and another piece of white card that's slightly bigger that I'm going to create a mat with. And I don't know whether I'm going to go with a colour or whether I'm going to change my mind and go with black. I don't know, we'll see. But I am going to use some stencils, I think. And I've got these, so I'm wanting to kind of do a wallpaper behind, and I think I'm going to go, don't know whether to go with the fish or whether to go with the hearts and the crowns. What would you go for? Because what I want to do, I'm gonna mask off a little bit of the bottom. This is the kind of thing that Sarah did in her card. I'm going to mask off a little bit of the bottom to be kind of like the floor that the cat sits on, and then have this on top as the wallpaper, or this on top as the wallpaper, or this on top as the wallpaper. But I'm going to make a little picture and hang it with that little fish. So I think I am going to go with this hearts and crowns because I just think it's more feminine, isn't it? So I'm going to come in with a scrap of card. This was me just experimenting with colours, and I made a bit of a boo-boo. So it'll come in for something. And I don't want too much ground. So I think I'm going to do that. And the question is, what colour am I going to do for the cat to sit on? Because I don't want it to be too dark. What do we think? Because I don't know what colour I'm going to do the hearts and crowns for the wallpaper. I was thinking lime green or pink. I don't know. Maybe. Yeah, okay, this is what we're going to do. Yeah, okay. We're going to come in with whatever I've got on here, purple. And I'm just going to make sure that that looks fairly straight. In fact, I could. Let's just fold this over. And I could use the lines on my mat, couldn't I, here? So if I line that up, and I think that's going to be enough, and that's straight. We just want a little bit. If you've got masking tape, you could use masking tape, but I'm just going to do that like that, I think. There we go. And we've just got a little bit like that. Then gonna keep that in the same place, but just move it slightly. Come in with this. And place it over like so. There we go. And I'm going to have a little bit of picked raspberry. I don't know what colour I've got on here. It's probably red. And I'm going to blend lightly from the outside in. There we go. Let's have a little look. That's quite nice, isn't it? Okie dokie. And then let's have a little look at our cat. I'm going to fussy cut him and sit him down there like so, and have my little picture there. So let's stamp our little fish. You guys can go out of the way. You can go down there to be cleaned. Let's stamp the fish on the bottom of this card here. I'm going to have another slurp of hot chocolate. Gone dizzy again, guys. And I'm going to stamp him in black. I don't want such a big block, Ashley. Come on. What are you playing at? Oh, dear me. Dearie, dearie me. Don't need you, don't need you, don't need you, don't need you. Let's try and just make a little bit of room. Try and stamp him straight. We'll put him in the middle of that little bit there, like that. We'll pop him down. There we go. And let's just pop you back on here, so that there's a lot of popping, isn't there? So that you don't get lost. We'll get you all out of the way down there. Now then, I'm going to just trim this with my paper trimmer. So that it looks like a little picture frame. And true to form, I haven't cut that straight, so I'll bring in my other little paper trimmer, which I also have difficulty cutting straight with. And my craft room is resembling a bomb site as we speak. Right, so we just want this to be straight. We do. That top edge doesn't look straight. Is that better? Yes, that's better. Might have to just snip a little bit more off, because it might just be a little bit too big. Right, so let's have a little look. You're going to sit down there like so, and you're going to be there like so. And I think I'm going to use a little fine liner to draw a little frame around it, like a little wiggly frame, like so. And we'll do a little bit of stitching like so. And I want that like that, and I'm going to tape some black thread to the back of it, if I have black thread handy, which I don't. Do you know what I'm going to do? Because I've been on for absolutely ages, I'm going to put the finishing touches. I'm going to put the finishing touches to the card off camera. So here we are with the finished card, and I've just left this hanging loose. There's a little bit of a flippy flappy little picture and mounted the little cat up on foam pads, and the sentiment, live life with catitude. There is the whole card. I decided to go with the black as the mount because I just think it gives a modern touch, doesn't it? And I thought if I was to do this again, and I might do a similar card actually for my niece's birthday, I don't know, not sure yet. I'd perhaps do a light little stenciling of a pattern on the carpet, tone on tone, just to add a little bit of texture. And then I've just stenciled a little bit of happy birthday inside with Hazel's stamp. And then the children can write happy birthday. So I've just got to make a envelope, and that is done. But I'm going to show you my disasters. So you might have seen Woolly Steph's video about air dry clay. When we went out for lunch, I was telling her about some of my ideas, and that I wanted to play with air dry clay, and I wanted to stamp into it for a commission. And I think it's kind of given her the idea to play with air dry clay. And I've got a mixture of Das here, which is quite old, and Sculpey. Mine are awful. So I've got this little pot that looks like a mince pie. It looks like a mince pie container, but it's awful around the edge. I haven't smoothed it or anything, and I put it to dry over a little bowl, and yeah, it's awful. It's not good enough for anything at all. I mean, the stamping's quite successful in it, but yeah. And then look, this is even worse. Just look at all, I don't know why I've got all this texture. Yeah, I mean, it's just really amateur. This was the Sculpey. It's a different colour, isn't it? I mean, they're both white, but this is kind of quite browny white, and that, yeah. And then it's too thin. I tried to embed glosses in it, and in fact actually they are embedded. There's no glue in there. They are actually, as this clay has shrunk, they have kind of, yeah, it's awful. And then this has got little glosses around the edge, and I've got the pattern on the outside. Yeah, so I think I'm going to abandon this idea for now. And yeah, I mean, I drew round a plate and cut round with a knife, and yeah, I mean, yeah, I could sand all that, but it's just totally amateur, so they're probably all going to go in the bin. So yeah, I've got to make an envelope now and get this uploaded and have a little think about my commissions. Thank God they're not due till Friday. I can post them Thursday, next day, guaranteed delivery to get there. So I've got tomorrow after work, because I don't think I'm going to do any today. I think I know what I'm going to do for my 5th project, so I think I'm sorted. Maybe I'll finish the 2 projects that I've half started, so I've only got 3 to do over the Monday after school, Tuesday and Wednesday. Yeah, but yeah, the downside of having to do commissions, sometimes you just struggle. Anyway, I'm going to leave it there. I have cheered up. Thank you so much if you're still here. And I will be back very soon. Take care, everybody. Bye now.